Making fantastic kale chips is so easy, it's silly. I've got dozens of kale chip recipes and every one is a winner. Basically, you want to touch a few taste highlights. So I almost always put lemon in my kale chips because that's a really highlight flavor. I almost always use celery in my kale chips because that gives a saltiness that just can't be beat. I really like to use tomatoes in my kale chips, and if I want to thicken the sauce a little bit, I can use some dried tomatoes as well. Between lemon, celery, and tomatoes, you've got a lot of different flavor that you're going to notice in the chip. After that, if I want to make it a little more rich, I might use almonds or sesame tahini or some nut blended into the mixture to make it a little more rich, a little more calorific, a little more hearty, just to hold it together a little better. After that, if you want to add anything, I recommend adding a flavor. Maybe a caraway seed, or sesame seed, or fennel. Perhaps you want to use cumin, or coriander seed. Any single flavor will more than do the job. My daughter likes ginger. Whatever one. If you want to get fancy and add 2 or 3 flavors, you can, but I find that the more flavors you start adding on top of your basic highlights of sweet and sour and bitter and umami and salt and salty, after that, flavors start to just blur and cancel each other out. It's better to keep it simple, make a new recipe the next time. When you find what your family likes, make it again a few times, then mix it up. Kale chips are easy. They're quick. You just throw all your ingredients in the blender, mix it into your kale chips, toss it around until it's thoroughly mixed, put it on a dehydrator tray, pull it out, it's ready to go. Enjoy the fun of making kale chips and the pleasure of seeing your whole family enjoy the eating.